Stephen, another win for Cliftonville at the weekend. Do you feel there is any chance of catching your neighbours, or is this about second place tonight?
I think really you just got to approach every game as they come along. It's been that way for a little while now. You know, Cliftonville have been out in front by some distance. You know, these games in hand mean nothing. You've got to go and play them and win them. You only play the game that's in front of you. And tonight becomes a massive game for both clubs here. There's a lot of European qualification at stake. We've got to keep just putting our foot to the metal, see if we can get about it, and see if we can hold on to their coattail. You never know in football until it's mathematically over. No one rests on their laurels. So we'll just get on with our game. We're not really interested in what's going on at Cliftonville, or we're just interested in what's going on here.
I hate ever to relinquish anything, and particularly sort of the league title, which we've won 6 times out of the last 7 years. But full respect and credit's got to go to Cliftonville. They've had a most marvellous season. They've been consistently the best side, and I think the title is now theirs.
Like you said, your side has been a dominant force in this league over the years. How much of tonight is about pride for you?
A big chunk of it is about pride, but also it's about being the best you can be at any given time in the season. We've won 6 doubles out of 7 years. I played for Linfield for 10 years and never won an Irish Cup, so therefore never won a double. So what we've achieved is phenomenal, and I think it's only now maybe there's a real appreciation of how well the players have done. But this season hasn't been as good. It's been a challenging season, a frustrating season, but at all times you want to be the best you can be at any given time, and therefore we're trying to target that second place, and to do that we've got to take 3 points off Crusaders.
Who do you think's better placed at the moment for that second spot, Tommy?
Well, at the minute it's Crusaders. You know, they have the points and they've 2 games in hand. But you know, don't write Linfield off. You know, they'll be battling away to try to get second. And there's a subplot as well. You know, Glentoran aren't too far off Linfield were they to lose tonight. If Glentoran won the game in hand, they'd only be 2 points behind. So, you know, there's lots of wee sort of subplots bubbling in underneath around the top of the table. But certainly Crusaders are holding the aces at the moment. And they're also unbeaten at home in the league all season, Tommy. Why is it that they've managed to play so well here? Is it to do with the pitch, perhaps? Well, it is, but you know, most teams have a good home record. The pitch certainly comes into it. There's a style of play that suits this pitch, and they've been very good at it. It's a very hard place to come to, but I know that, you know, both Crusaders and Linfield tonight, there'll be no love lost, and I will expect a full-hearted battle. It's a narrow little pitch. It's an artificial pitch too, the first artificial pitch in the league. You have one as well. Yeah. Is there any coincidence that the teams that are first and second play on an artificial pitch? Do you think it's an advantage? Well, it is an advantage, but we've had the pitches down in the last 4 or 5 years, so you know we weren't first and second the last 3 or 4 years, so it wasn't an advantage then. So, but you know, yes, it is. You know, the players are technically better, their touch is better, their control's better. But you know, we also have to add into the equation that whenever you're playing on an artificial pitch one week, you're playing on grass the next. So you have to learn 2 ways of playing. So you know, while it has its advantages, it certainly has its disadvantages as well. What way do you expect Linfield to come out tonight? I mean, somebody usually when Linfield have a bad run, somebody gets a hammering. Yeah. Well, they're actually on a good run. I think there's something like 16 games unbeaten, although there's been a lot of draws in there. I'll expect Linfield to come out and do what they always do. They'll give a full-blooded performance. They'll expect to win. They haven't had it their own way this year against Crusaders. And as I say, I don't think there'll be a lot of love lost. It'll be very competitive, and the game could really go either way. Well, they're 2 of the most entertaining sides in the league and 2 of the most high-scoring sides in the league, so you would imagine that some entertainment is guaranteed here this evening. It's Crusaders, second in the table, unbeaten at home in the league all season, playing against the team just below them. Linfield are third, themselves unbeaten in 16 league games, desperate to recover the dominance that delivered 3 doubles in a row.